Hi guys, Robbie46 here, welcome yourselves back to MotoGP 18 on the Xbox One X. Let's continue with our Aprilia career mode. Let's check out my stats first before we head off to do anything. So all looking very well apart from Bruno sticking out like a sore thumb because we ended up crashing twice. But let's go to the next race. So Buriram, we're on pole obviously because the AI are pretty shocking around here. However, the Aprilia has not been feeling 100% comfortable around here, it has to be said. So, who knows what's going to happen. I mean, if I can win, which I more than likely will, with a bike that doesn't feel that great, then, yeah, it's all good at the moment. So, into turn one. Oh, Zarco. That's dropped us back down to 4th. Right, okay. There we go. Oh, there's Crutchlow as well. Hard on the brakes. Got a nudge from Crutchlow. That's going to send us wide. Oh, loads of them trying to come underneath. That's forced me even more wide. So, okay, so we're back down to 7th place. So, we've got some work to do. Oh, Crutchlow had to slow down there. Can we get him? Around the outside and maybe... Yeah, we're going a bit wide. Trying to get Miller. But we're on the wrong side of him. Crutchlow's coming up the inside as well. And we're back down to 7th, so maybe get... No, I thought we were going to be able to get Miller on the inside there. Okay, well, it's not going our own way at the moment. Oh, Rossi's trying to come through as well. And he is going to. Wow, okay, so we've dropped back down to 8th, but watch this. When we go through the little kink coming up now, watch him all weave. There they go. And that allows us to move back up to 6th place into the final corner. Oh, been nudged by Miller. That sent us wide again, and Rossi as well. Oh, no. When I was at Suzuki, my teammate Iannone done exactly the same thing, which almost crashed. So, back up to 7th place. Wow, okay. They're actually putting up a bit of a fight here. It's just that penultimate corner coming out of that, they all slow down, which is really annoying. I wish that Milestone would fix that, because it kind of ruins the whole race, because I know that all I got to do is stay on the back of him until that corner. Rossi, he's been very aggressive today. But yeah, just got to stay on the back of him until that corner, and then I can go past a load of them. And they definitely do not do that in real life. We had Buriram. Okay, so we're back on the back of Jack Miller. Trying to go through on the inside, but not working. Oh, we've got a good exit. There we go. Okay, so we're through on Miller. We're on the back of Crutchlow. Is Miller going to go up the inside? No, wasn't close enough. Oh, that sent us wide. That's lost us 6th place. So we're back down to 7th. So, like I said, the Aprilia not feeling overly comfortable around here, and it's kind of showing. There we go. 3 more places, so we're up to 4th. The leader, which looks like Marquez, is pulling away. We've actually managed to stay in 4th this time as well, so oh, we're quite a lot better on the brakes than Vinales there. But I had to get the wrong side of him, otherwise we would have gone into him. So using the slipstream now of the Yamaha. Hard on the brakes. Go up the inside of Dolby. We're going to go wide, very wide, too wide, off track. And that has put us back down to 4th. Now we're going to be alongside Vinales, but the Yamaha's going to be a bit quicker. So staying in 4th for now. Hard on the brakes. Can I go around the outside of Vinales? I don't think so. Went in a bit too wide. All the while Marquez is pulling away. So up the inside of Vinales. That worked. So we're up to 3rd. Not quite through in Dovizioso yet. Oh, Vinales having a look, but it wasn't quite close enough. The door was closed. I need to get past Dovizioso, which I will. Oh, I thought Vinales was going to barge me out of the way then. Okay, here we go. We'll get Dovi here. Now it's just a run to get to Marquez, who's in the lead. And we will probably, more than likely, get him on this lap. We'll see how much we close up throughout the different sectors. But yeah, we already look a little bit closer. Okay, hard on the brakes. And yeah, we are closing on Marquez, so we'll definitely be with him by the end of the lap, if not past him. Especially when we get to that penultimate corner. But yeah, it's not been one of those races where I've been able to just get out front and pull away. So we've had to do a lot of work here. I mean, this is one of those tracks where usually I'm guaranteed a win. And I think I am this time as well, providing I can stay on the bike. Because like I keep saying, the Aprilia just does not feel right here. But we are right with Marquez now. We've caught him right up. I thought we were going to get him by the end of the lap, which means we're going to get past him through the next corner. So through we come. There we go. Into the lead. Took us a while to get to the lead. We've gone wide through the final corner as well. But Marquez could not take advantage. So, on to lap 5 of 9. And now we just got to gun it to the finish. And see what kind of gap we can open up to Marquez by the end of the race. So next race is going to be Motegi. Now it's going to be very difficult for me to win the championship here. However, if we can leave Motegi with more than 75 points, then yeah, we will win the championship at Motegi. So do what we can here, but yeah, we will not win this the championship here, because I think we will need a 100 point, well, just 101 points basically is what we need to secure the championship. I don't think we're going to be able to do it here unless Marquez and DEgITx have an absolute mare and don't score any points, but I don't think that's going to happen. But we at the moment are on course for another 25 points. It has been quite a dominant season on the Aprilia, which I wasn't actually expecting. A little bit weird. But yeah, it's as you saw from my stats at the beginning, we've only had one race where we didn't score any points, and that was Brno. We got taken off track and then crashed by Marquez. And then I had another front end crash by myself a lap later, so ended up retiring. But yeah, all the other races I have finished either first or second, and I've had a lot more firsts than second places. So yeah, it's been a very strong season. We will be going to KTM next season. And then I might call it a day for career, but I might do an official rider career. So use one of the official riders and do like a season with them and see what happens with that. Yeah, but also guys, I have put on the community tab of my channel a little message, because I do want to do a AMA at some point this week, which is Ask Me Anything video. So if you go to the community tab on my YouTube page, you'll see the post there. If you comment on that, the questions you want to ask me, you can ask me absolutely anything. It doesn't even have to be motorbike related. It can be literally anything. Yeah, go over to that, write your question down, and then I will try and answer as many as I can in a video. If we have loads, then I may have to do it in like 2 parts. But yeah, it's just something, because we have actually reached 13,000 subscribers. So thank you all so much for that. There's obviously been a load more people joining the channel over the last few months that might not necessarily know a lot about me. So now's your chance to ask away, and yeah, I will answer as many of them as I can to the best of my ability. And I will say now, I will apologise in advance if I pronounce any of your names wrong. But I will do my best. I will kind of try and say them how they're spelt, but that doesn't always necessarily mean the correct way, unfortunately. But I will do my best with the pronunciation of some names. But yeah, so go over to the community tab after you've watched this video, of course, and yeah, write your question down, and I will do it in a video or a couple of videos, or however many videos it will take to do them all. So yeah, that's something I'm planning on doing, and it is your chance to literally ask me anything. Like I said, it doesn't have to be game related, doesn't have to be bike related. It can literally be whatever you want. Obviously, we're within reason. So we are on the penultimate lap here at Buriram. We have pulled away from Marquez. We are on course for 25 more points. And I think if Alex Marquez wins this race in Moto2 as well, I think he's wrapped up the Moto2 title, because he's won every single race so far. I don't know how the game thought he'd be able to do that, because his performances at the moment haven't been that great. Yeah, definitely expected more from him, but the game doesn't think so. The game thinks he's capable of winning every single race. Oh, that was a big slide. We're going to have to go careful. The rear is spinning up and sliding quite a bit now, so we're going to have to go careful with that. Still got one more lap to go, but they are very short laps, so it won't be long before we're at the end of the race. Yeah, okay, well, just coming up to the final corner for the penultimate time. In we go. Okay, one lap to go, and then we are done at Buriram, and we can go on to the next race, which will be Motegi, which I've got history there, good and bad. Quite a lot of it bad, but yeah. Okay, hard on the brakes. I'm going to try and be as smooth as possible in this lap, not whack the throttle on coming out. I can't even see them behind me. Yeah, I want to make sure that I don't end up high-siding myself, because that would be very bad on the last lap. Even though we've probably got enough of a gap to get back on and still finish in the lead, but I don't want that to happen. I'd rather just get to the end without crashing and winning the race. Motegi is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how the Aprilia behaves around there, because Buriram, one of my strongest tracks on the game, mainly because the AI are pretty shocking around here. The bike hasn't felt great, and usually these last few races, apart from Valencia, I've always been really strong at. So despite the fact that the Aprilia hasn't felt overly good, we've still managed to have quite a decent win. So let's see what we actually won by. It's going to be multiple seconds. I'm assuming Marquez still got second place. He did. Yeah, we won by almost 7.5 seconds. DEgITx was third. Okay, any of my teammates? No, none of my teammates inside the top 15, so just my points going towards the team championship. So there we go. Yeah, we just need to finish ahead of DEgITx in the next race at Motegi, and we will be champions at Motegi. So we could actually wrap up the constructors title as well, but not the team championship. We are way behind. I don't think we're even going to get close on that.
Of the day, enjoying a round of applause from the
onto the podium.
Everyone gave it their all today. You can't deny that these riders were on another level.
Okay, so we've got a little bit of bike development to do. Let's do suspension elasticity. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go off to Motegi now. So yeah, we can potentially wrap up the title here. We just got to finish ahead of Andrea Dovizioso to win the title. Okay. We're starting on pole as well. And yeah, quite a big gap. Shut up, Steve. Okay, let's do this. Could we win the championship here? Could we do a Marquez? Let's find out. So, not a bad start. Into turn 1 in the lead. They will try and get underneath me through turn 2. But didn't work. So, coming out of turn 2, we're in the lead as well. Hard on the brakes for the left-hander. They're not close enough to shove up the inside, so that's good. Staying in the lead for now. Oh, that was a big moment there. We're only on lap 1. I almost high-sided myself already. Wow, okay, Dovizioso trying to go around the outside. Marquez pushing me through, so thank you, Marquez. You actually helped me there. They were all over the back of Marquez, trying to go around the outside of him. And then get him on the brakes. Oh, we had a big wobble there as we had a light collision. That sent me in a bit too hot as well. But we are still in the lead. We are being attacked. But we are staying in the lead. Oh, Marquez trying to come through on the inside curb. No room there. We could, in theory, just let Marquez pass and let him go. We've gone wide there. Oh, he's getting sandwiched. He got sandwiched good and proper there. But we are still in the lead. We are having to put up a major fight here. Down into 90-degree corner. Dovizioso is going to come through. So is Marquez. Oh, they've both gone off track. Oh, that was a big collision with Marquez. Oh, wow. It's been a very aggressive opening lap. As we come out of victory corner and run to the line. I can't see Marquez. I wonder if he actually came off then. I don't know. We'll have to look at the replay after the race to see what actually happened to him. But that was a pretty big collision under the bridge. But it was his own fault going off track and then weaving back on. Very similar to what he done in Catalonia when he went off track and then came back on. We had a collision, but he had a massive save there and managed to carry on. But if he did come off, then it's pretty much karma for Bruno. Even though loads of people said it's my own crash, but it wasn't, because if he hadn't knocked me onto the grass, I wouldn't even been on there. So, we're trying to pull away from Dovizioso. He is the main title rival. I've gone very wide. Main championship rival in second place. I'm having some issues with the brakes here. Keep running wide. That is not good. So Dovizioso's still there. He's got Vinales behind him. And something's not right with these brakes. That is weird. I'm like braking even slightly earlier than normal and I'm still going wide. I'm out braking myself, but in free practice and qualifying it was bang on. And I haven't put the smaller brakes on either. I've kept with the big ones. Okay, well, we're going to have to keep an eye on that. That's a little bit worrying. Okay, well, we're still in the lead on lap 3. But it does appear we've got some sort of brake issue. They're very inconsistent, the brakes here, it seems. It gone wide again. We are missing a lot of apexes. That will eventually allow DeVizioso to close back up. Okay, can we get this corner right this time on the brakes? That was better. Right, 90-degree corner. Usually brake just after this sign. No, it's not working. I'll have to brake a little bit earlier next time then. See if that helps. Through victory corner, almost on the inside curve there. Don't want to be doing that. On the outside curve, don't want to be doing that either. So if it finishes as it is now, we will be champions. We've gone very wide. What is going on with my braking? This is not good. Had to be here as well, didn't it? Prilly is not a place, it's a bike company. Motegi of all places. The Aprilia is not liking the braking. We're on lap 4. We're almost halfway. Ooh. Wow. I'm going to end up crashing in a minute. I can see it. I'm all over the place. Wow. There's not a lot I can really say apart from the brakes being very inconsistent. On the inside curb again. We've still got a bit of a gap over DeVizioso, so that's fine. Right, let's nail this corner this time. Okay, that was better. So are we about to do what Marquez done at the weekend? If you guys don't want to know the results, then yeah, you might want to skip forward a little bit. But I'm sure you already know because of social media and everything, and I'm sure that most of the MotoGP fans would have watched it by now anyway. So we had a good battle at Motegi between Andrea DeVizioso and Marc Marquez. Marquez starting down in 6th, didn't have the best of qualifying. He did end up wrecking his bike in FP4, which meant he couldn't use his number 1 bike for qualifying, so he had to use his number 2 bike and could only manage 6th place. But he got a flying start and went into turn 1, I think it's about 3rd place, and managed to work his way into 2nd place. And yeah, DeVizioso done everything he could, battling with Marquez, trying to slow the pace down to back him into other riders. You had Rossi in the mix for a little bit, and then he started faded away mid-race and towards the end. You had the 2 Suzukis come up to the front as well, and they were looking like they had the pace to fight. But in the end, it came down to Marquez and DeVizioso trading blows. And if you remember last season, DeVizioso managed to basically win the race. Coming out the final corner, Marquez put a move on him through the chicane, just went a little bit wide on the exit of victory corner, and DeVizioso managed to get the run to the line. However, this time it was in the dry, and we didn't unfortunately have that happen. It was going to come down to the wire, but with 2 laps to go, unfortunately, Andrea DeVizioso lost the front of his Ducati and crashed out with 2nd place. Marquez had just got in the lead and DeVizioso was following him, and yeah, DeVizioso just pushed the front end just that little bit too much and ended up crashing out, and that handed Marquez not only the victory but the championship as well. And Marquez went on to win the race and also win the championship. So Honda very happy that he done it at Motegi, Honda's home track. And yeah, unfortunately for DeVizioso, he'd done everything he could, but it just wasn't meant to be. It was a long shot anyway. All that would have happened is that the championship would have gone to Phillip Island, and it would have been even easier for Marquez to win it there. But yeah, DeVizioso put up a good fight, but in the end, unfortunately, just lost the front into this next corner, which we're coming up to. It was right on Marquez's tail, and as he tipped in, he just lost the front. It washed out, and he crashed out of the race. Yeah, big congratulations to Marquez. He's rode fantastic all season. He's only made 2 major mistakes, one of them being the absolute fuck up he done at Argentina, and then the other one was when he crashed out Mugello but remounted and still managed to get points. So yeah, he's rode really well. He's been very dominant this season, even though he has had some good battles with both the Ducati riders, Lorenzo and DeVizioso. But yeah, thoroughly deserves the title this season. And we go into the last 3 races, and he's going to be even stronger because he hasn't got a championship to worry about. He can just go out and have fun. The Yamahas were disappointing again. They, I mean, Rossi started off well. He was able to fight for 3rd, but then, like I said, mid-race, just started fading away and ended up off the podium in the end. And at one point, he was behind both Suzukis. And then, unfortunately, Andrea Iannone crashed out. But, yeah, the podium, you had Marquez. He took the win. Cal Crutchlow took 2nd place. And Alex Rins took 3rd. So, a good podium there. Nice to see Crutchlow on the podium. Good to see Alex Rins back on the podium as well. Yeah. So, that is the MotoGP Championship wrapped up. Moto 2, that was a good race. That was mainly between Quartararo and Bagnaia. Quartararo actually took the victory, however, he later got stripped of the victory because he was running too lower tyre pressures. So, yeah, he was running illegal tyre pressures, and yeah, he got stripped of the win. So the win actually went to Bagnaia. And yeah, so Bagnaia has extended his lead even more in the championship, and it's looking good for the Italian. But Moto 3, if you've not watched Moto 3, I urge you to go and watch that race because that was an absolutely fantastic race. And well, if you watched the last round at Buriram, you know what happened on the last corner of the last lap with Bastianini crashing and taking out the championship contender Bezzecchi, which put Bezzecchi right on the back foot for the rest of the championship, opening up the gap for Jorge Martin. So Martin came into Motegi with a pretty big lead, but yeah, he ended up losing his cool and crashing out of the race. Bezzecchi played an absolute blinder coming out of Victory Corner. He was in 2nd place coming out of Victory Corner with Darren Binder in the lead on the Red Bull KTM. But Bezzecchi got a good exit and got the slipstream and just pipped Darren Binder to the line. And in fact, Binder didn't even finish 2nd. He ended up down in 3rd because Lorenzo Dalla Porta ended up out-dragging him to the line as well. So he quickly went from 1st to 3rd in the blink of an eye. But that has closed the championship down to 1 single point. Just 1 point separating Jorge Martin, who's leading the championship, and Bezzecchi in 2nd. So that championship is going right down to the wire, and it is very close and very exciting to see. So off to Phillip Island next for the guys. Yeah, it was a good weekend for Motegi, but now we are coming out of Victory Corner ourselves, and we are going to win the championship here at Motegi, an Italian manufacturer winning on Japanese soil. So we are going to be the MotoGP champions on the Aprilia. Now that is actually the earliest I have wrapped up the title in this game, which kind of goes to show how dominant I've actually been able to be on the Aprilia, which is really bizarre considering it's meant to be one of the worst bikes. But again, none of my... Oh yeah, Elish got 15th. So 1 single point for Elish. because that's going to help for the team championship. There we go. The points difference is too big now. Andrea Dovizioso cannot win the championship at all. And that is the Constructors title wrapped up as well by 2 points. So we wrapped 2 championships. We're not going to wrap the team championship. It's going to be pretty much impossible. So this is what happened with Marquez. We're following him. So this is going under the bridge. So he got into the lead. And then I go around the outside. And then we have another little collision there, which made him have a massive wobble. I went in too hot. And into the hairpin. He tries to come through on the inside curb. Doesn't quite work. He tries to come through on the inside. I go too wide. Dovizioso tries to come through on the curb as well. Sliding. Sandwiches Marquez. Marquez drops down to 3rd. He gets the slipstream. Dovizioso pulls out the brake, and so does Marquez. Pushes both him and Dovizioso off track, and yeah, ends up having a bit of an accident. So watch that in slow motion, actually. So yeah, going into 90-degree corner, he goes up the inside of both me and Dovizioso, pushes Dovizioso wide and off track, and himself. When he rejoins, I'm there, and a big crash there. And in fact, he takes out Jack Miller and Jorge Lorenzo as well.
Very intense weekend. Finally, the moment has come for the riders who put their talents on show to celebrate. With such an exciting race, these 3 guys deserve the applause of everyone under the podium.
So, we'll do a bit more bike development and then look at the standings. So something I did forget to mention about Marquez as well. When he was celebrating his victory, Scott Redding went to congratulate him and ended up dislocating Marquez's shoulder. But anyway, that is Moto3 at the moment. Very tight, just like in real life. But this time they are joint on points still. So that is going to go down to the wire, I think. Both on 360. Jorge Martin and Marco Bezzecchi. So you got Bastianini 3rd and Canet 4th. Moto2, Alex Marquez has officially wrapped that up. In fact, he done that after Buriram, so he is Moto2 champion. Yeah. Okay, and MotoGP, I've wrapped that up as well. So we got 3 races left to go, so we can just have fun in the last 3 races. The Constructors title as well. But we will not wrap up the Team Championship. That's going to be pretty impossible for us. There we go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. And I shall see you guys in the next video. And do not forget to ask your questions on the community section of my YouTube page. See you!